The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Greece against Indonesia.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. The instantly recognisable golden locks of Pavel Nedved, Jim. A gem of a player, isn't he? So fiercely competitive and tenacious.
Yeah, probably the purest striker of a football I think I've ever seen. No one can hit it like him.
Yeah, and he has that visible will to win and a supreme technique. It's a pretty compelling package.
It really is. He has got the lot.
Bellingham! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass somewhat off target. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, they can break here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Michel Platini. It's run loose here. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nedved gets into some space. Oh, that's nice. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nedved. And here's Nedved. Bullet dominates aerially so often. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Pirlo. Bullet. Good ball, good take. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Very nicely done. And it's Messi. There's the shot! Goal! Greece! And it's Greece who take the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Greece are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, it's Nedved. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And he's managed to get free. Rummenigge aims beyond the defence. Oh, good-looking ball. Neymar. Bellingham. And they can counter here. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that pass isn't the best. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Platini. Nedved tries to play it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cannavaro. He has found a way through. Real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Here's the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pull it. Decent chance! It's a throw-in. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Turan. Platini.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi is on his own, takes a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bellingham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Can he get it through? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pull it. Here's Vieira. And it's Pirlo. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And he skips past his man. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pull it. Played into space. That's good vision. Mbappe is onto this. And he's in on goal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the finish! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Indonesia grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's had it taken off him. Nedved. Quality ball. Played out to the right. Lofted in. And he's taking no chances there. Nedved. Pirlo. Pull it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Nedved. And it's Nedved. Now this could be a chance. Thuram. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, played right into his path. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Greece! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Greece. Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14, Platini.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number
Greece
10,
get themselves
Messi.
into the lead.
Number 7,
That's Dembele.
Gullit.
Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that.
Number 18, Diego Forlan.
Hoisted upfield by the
Number
keeper.
20, Dembele.
Here's a
Number
man
6,
who his teammates can look to in
Number
all times.
19, Number 23,
Gerrard.
Gerrard.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Best looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And here's Mbappe, and that's a dangerous ball. And it's Gerrard. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, they've got it again.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Substitution in progress.
Indonesia making another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Nedved. And here's Forlan. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now he's off and running. Good running, strong and purposeful. Strong running down that left flank. Eze is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Might be danger here. Vieira deals with that comfortably.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nice control. And here's Mbappe. Best.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And that's been won straight back. And the number on the board is 3. Nedved. Dembele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Ferdinand. And that will be it. Indonesia can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
Please have your entry tickets at hand.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Indonesia really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the manner of this defeat, Peter.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Pull it. Thuram. There's the crossfield ball. Bellingham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni makes the interception. That's a throw. Thuram, and he goes cross-field.
Oh, well spotted.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Brilliantly cut out.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid.
Oh, what a mistake! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Neymar. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Ferdinand picks it up from the goal kick. Mbappe! And it's Bellingham. Caicedo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. The less said about that pass, the better. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Vinicius Junior. That's very neat. And they're quick to get it back. Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his... And the finish! Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good take in a good area, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get free. It's a good-looking delivery. And that has been cleared.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And he's chosen to go back. And here's Hullet. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Corner. Indonesia have their second corner now. He rises! And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Bellingham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will be 1 minute.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Neymar is standing over this one. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So, a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please join me.
Look back on the first 45 minutes.
Indonesia merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Indonesia leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Indonesia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no, he's seen through all of that. And it's Bellingham. And he's cut it out. Bellingham.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Donadoni with the foul. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Oh, he's been shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Milan are looking to go forward now. Nice looking ball. He's in space and looking for options. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Quality ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Showing good feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar chips it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. They've got a corner here. Indonesia get their fourth corner. Tonali gets it away. And it's Ferdinand. And this is Hullet. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, some tackle that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Bullet touches it back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. The corner count is rising, that's 6. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. Thuram is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Just about up to 75 minutes. Milan looking to pass their way through. Indonesia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Bullet. Thuram.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. Formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 19, Bullet. Number 11, Vinicius
So the manager
Junior.
can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Neymar.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Bellingham.
Milan really
Number
can sense it
17,
now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Number 21, Ibrahimovic.
Milan
Number
are
6,
looking to break at pace.
Number 23,
That's good vision.
Eze.
Oh,
Number
that's
8,
wonderful alertness.
Gerrard.
That's just
Number
playing it
7,
safe and simple.
Rijkaard.
Oh, that's well spotted. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Just eases him off the ball. Gerrard. Now Mbappe. And here's Ibrahimovic. Eze goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lovely bit of skill.
There will be 3 minutes
And it's
at
Gerrard.
a time.
Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the number on the board is 3. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Eze clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that will be the final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Security
Your
stop
final
for
thoughts,
each
Jim?
block.
Listen, the
Please
more this
report to
game
the
went
staff
on,
room
a draw
immediately.
was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department.
And Hullet! Oh, it rattles the bar! The pass has gone astray. Great vision. Plenty. Great chance! Oh, the ball's right. Oh, what has happened here? Rafinha. And here's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a very deep... And the finish! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Van Basten! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Hullet. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That has not gone well. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Hullet. Rafinha, looking for options for movement. Van Basten. Neymar. Hullet might just make this. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Van Basten. That's very neat. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Ah, he's given it away. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, super ball. Kessié. Raul. And Kessié. Robertson. Nice sequence of passes, this. Picked out brilliantly. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Robertson. Rijkaard. Rafinha. And Kessié. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Van Basten. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Howson. And they win it back again. Chouameni. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Kessié. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Robertson. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Kessié. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rafinha. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Van Basten shoots! They've scored! Manchester United are back on level terms. There is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Indonesia are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Raul. And it's Robertson. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Bellingham. Oh, this is a great position. Great ball, and he's in. Vinicius Junior! It's in! And they get themselves in front! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Vinicius Junior.
Indonesia get themselves into the lead. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Rijkaard. Kessié. Now it's Gullit. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Chouameni. And here's Gullit. Now, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Indonesia with the corner, they're first. He's having a shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. Neymar. Steaming on goalwards. He is just caressing the ball. He's found big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Neymar, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Bellingham. Now it's Hullet. And it's Bellingham. Looking for the run. Chouameni. Spread out to the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Takes a shot! Bellingham, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nicked it back promptly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Scholes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. That's really well cleared. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. That's an imaginative pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Messi.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Foot in. Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Scholes, and he's let fly. And this is... He's had a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough. He's gone for goal. Pele. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bellingham running with the ball. Half an hour played now. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Mbappe! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Kylian Mbappe.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Bellingham. Spread it left. Decent chance! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes. And
the finish! Now, oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get on the end of this? Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Now it's Messi. And the shot's on here. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bellingham. That is lovely.
Indicated.
Aims beyond the defence. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's been cut out, well played. Lahm. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Indonesia are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Indonesia are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 9, Scholes.
And we're underway again.
Coming on to replace him is number 12, Vadas.
And they win it back again. Tries to pass it through, and he shoots! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 3.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tchouaméni. Now it's Hullet. Bellingham. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? Pass somewhat off target. Now this could be a chance. And Hullet! A real chance and a real let-off. And it's Lahm. Bellingham. Messi. Passes short and sharp. Great vision. Oh, shooting chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Threads one in. He's beaten the last man. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Indonesia present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Now, power or placement. Saved! Want to be quick to recover this. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's onside. Cross to the back post. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Bellingham is always looking to break lines. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Caught offside that time. Bellingham. Messi. Now it's Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pull it. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's clever. Davids calmly anticipates. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely bit of skill. Bellingham. Cruyff. Bellingham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to break at pace. Now it's Messi. He's in a great position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's the keeper's ball. Saliba. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nicely weighted ball. Opts to play it back. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Van Dijk. Indonesia are closing in on a comfortable win. And he was alert to it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. He is through here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's going for goal! Against the crossbar! Mbappe with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Bayer Leverkusen looking to pass their way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Turns and goes back. Chance, surely! Tries to get it clear. Mbappe might just make this. Ernest. Time added on will be 2 minutes. An uncompromising challenge. Pull it. Neymar. And the counter is on. And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played, well played. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Please be
Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
And here's him. And Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's the throw. That'll be a throw-in.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick.
Shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Knocks it out wide. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hullet. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, there's a probing ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Opts to play. Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And he has been fouled there. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show...
And a chance! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Chouameni to Bergami. Indonesia finding their passes. Looking for a runner. Good take, and is he in? Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. He's looking wide. Thuram calmly anticipates. Pirlo. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Hullet. Neymar. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Aims beyond the defence. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Mbappe. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Neymar. Messi. Great vision. Ferdinand. And it's Tchouaméni. More and more pressure on the ball here. That's been drilled forward. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising position. Mbappe! It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
In with the challenge. Pirlo. Iniesta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
For Messi. Iniesta.
2 added minutes have
That
been
is
indicated.
expertly dealt with. And the counter is on. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Yamal. Pirlo. Now it's Mbappe. And the referee brings the first half to a close. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Okay, apart from the obvious mishap, it's been a good half. They're still in the driving seat.
Tunisia are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And the action is back on the way. That's a cute ball. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Messi. And it's Pirlo. And it's Messi. Messi. And it's Pirlo. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. Mbappe! Danger averted for now. It's not an especially good pass, that. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tchouaméni. Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Iniesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's been shifted off it. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bergomi. That's Thuram. But it's Thuram. Mbappe. And it's Pirlo.
Nakon Rachazima really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mbappe shifted it to the flank. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Bellingham. Thuram cuts it out. Could move up a gear here. Iniesta.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Iniesta. Coming on to replace him is number 14.
Pullet chasing after it. Chouameni, that's an imaginative pass. That's the keeper's ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bergomi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's in a great position here. Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Chouameni with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field is number 22, Pullet.
Time for a change in personnel. Maldini. Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Not the most accurate pass. Eze. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured. Best. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Out towards the flank. Big chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Best deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Bale.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been
We are
indicated.
into overtime. Zico. And it's Pirlo. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Mbappe. Hullet. Lovely feet. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Indonesia can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that.
Hello everybody, and
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat
members.
encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.